It's the Scott and Steve Show on Lakeland's Lake Effect Radio. Scott and Steve. Scott and Steve.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Scott and Steve Show of first Wednesday, the fall 2019 semester.
And first official show.
First official show of the school year. So bear with us. We're going to knock off some cobwebs. Didn't really obviously have a show during the summertime, but we're also one person short. Scott's unfortunately in a meeting right now, so he might be dropping in on us after his meeting, maybe towards 9:30 area. But
it happens.
We wanted to take a moment to welcome everybody to the show. Welcome to Lakeland. If you're a new student, welcome back. If you're a returning student, glad to have you back. Shaping up to be at least a great semester so far.
Yeah, I have a feeling in a way.
Kind of have a difference of opinion there, huh? Anyway,
we'll see what happens.
This other voice that you hear, ladies and gentlemen, is Jeremiah, who's the radio station manager. He's always joins us for our segment at the 9 o'clock hour on Wednesdays. I guess the best way to put Jeremiah's role is, if you're a Rovers Morning Glory fan, Jeremiah definitely is our Dieter. So when you do exactly, give yourself some round of applause.
Well, if you only seen us,
right?
No, look at the head of the page.
Nice, I like it.
It's
definitely some
you.
upgrades after over the summertime. I like it. So. Little premise of the Scott and Steve Show. Traditionally, we are a sports-geared show. Primarily, we definitely like to cover Lakeland sports, talk about how the teams are doing, pull some of the athletes in for one-on-one interviews, should their schedules allow. But then we also roll into other collegiate sports and then the professional sports as well.
Well, occasionally even some random
and some random topic
and stuff.
Yeah. We like to pull people in throughout the different parts of the college. In addition to the students, we also like to bring in employees. They might do a little pitch on, what they offer and what department they're coming from, but also to get their sports-minded opinions on different topics. As you know, with Lakeland, we have a lot of employees here, and let's just say they all do not root for the home team. So it's always good to get a different perspective. You're going to come to find out the teams that I like. You're going to come to find out the teams that Scott and Jeremiah like.
Yeah,
Jeremiah is pretty much, if you're a hometown person, Jeremiah is your closest ally on this show, as Scott and I do not necessarily root for the home team in general.
Actually, after the bowl season for college football, was sort of on the home side.
Right. Well, sometimes it has to play into some type of strategy, but in general.
Afterwards, especially because of somebody laying a big egg.
Right. Was that a reference to my team? Oh, okay. We'll get to that later. But anyway, we always encourage participation if you're downstairs in Breakers, if you're kind of downstairs in the Student Center in general, or possibly even listening online streaming. We do have a chat option on the online streaming.
Not doing the text and call-in thing.
And I was just going to bring that up. You could text or even call in if you don't mind being on the radio, or you can even pop on up personally here. We're on the second floor of S building, just overlooking the bridge to A building. So we're down at the end of the hall of the student activities hallway. And the radio station is a student-run club.
Yeah.
Would
Nice.
that be a good description? Anything you want to plug in there about the radio station? If you're looking for DJs, if you're looking for
of course, we're always looking for people to fill time or that behind the scenes of planning things, putting things together, organizing things to, frontline,
Right.
like
Right.
MC, talk
And you guys are at a
shows,
lot of
music
events throughout the
shows.
college anyway. I know you guys do live broadcasts from the Clock Tower Run, which is another Lakeland event that's coming up that's pretty big.
Yeah.
You do
Connect Fest.
do you do all the sports? I know you do basketball.
We can't do soccer because it's
You don't
no
have
Wi-Fi,
the
or
Wi-Fi out
internet
to the
out
field,
there.
but do you do baseball and softball? Or is it still the same connection issue?
We always want to do that. The only
Right.
catch-22 is if it rains or if it
Gotcha.
looks like it's going to rain when it comes to basketball or baseball,
Right.
softball.
Maybe you
'Cause
need to get
it's-
maybe you guys need to get like a custom Lake Effect radio easy up tent.
Well, the only
set
thing
up
is
shop.
if it starts turning, windy.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Live
Yeah.
adventurously.
We can't risk the $600 worth of stuff.
Right. I get it. So anyway, welcome to the show. It's the first week, like I had mentioned, down with Scott. So we're going to talk about some stuff in general. I think today we're going to cover a lot of things. We got a lot of things up ahead of us, being that it is the start of the semester. We got a lot of activities, a lot of
Yeah.
events.
A lot of bets to place.
A lot of bets. We do friendly betting. Usually involves a type of pizza or a type of food from Breakers down below. So if you are sitting downstairs right now and just listening or what have you, and you might want a coffee, soda, water, and I do say soda. I don't buy into calling it pop. It is soda. Or something to snack on. Breakers is open and always ready to serve. So
Nice.
with that being said, we're going to kind of turn our sights on what's coming up for Lakeland sports this week or in the next week and a half until we're on the show again. So looking at the ladies volleyball, today they are actually at Jackson. They are versus Jackson College.
No, that's Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry. They are not even doing anything today. So Friday they are out of town, along with Saturday as well. They will not be performing again until Friday, September 6th. The time is to be determined.
The 4th. September
Oh, I'm sorry.
4th,
Wednesday, September 4th.
They'll
See?
actually be here.
Look, Wednesday, September 4th. Like I said, kind of dusting off the cobwebs here.
Yeah.
Wednesday, September 4th, Lady Lakers will be taking on Owens Community College at 6 p.m. down at Lakeland's Athletic and Fitness Center. And right off the bat, let me do a disclaimer real quick. All Lakeland sports, no admission, free to the public. Come have some good fun and watch some good athletes play and support your school.
We should go do the whole thing of checking out the Breakers on a Run at the Athletic Open or Department Opens and the Irish hot dog thing.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Irish hot dogs.
Yeah, how Scott made a big deal like that 2 years ago.
I don't remember.
The Irish hot
Vaguely, I
dogs.
remember, but I don't remember all the details.
I don't remember completely.
Okay.
All to the point.
Well, we'll have
a
to.
point.
We'll have to, stir his memory when he gets in the booth,
Yeah.
either today or maybe even next week. So, but the Lady Lakers volleyball,
Yeah.
they are going to be playing Wednesday, September 4th here at Owens Community College, and then Friday, September 6th. There is the Shannon McBride tournament, which is against Mercyhurst Northeast. I'm not necessarily sure how many other teams will be here playing in the tournament. It doesn't really give us too much information, but it could be like a round robin type of tournament. But like I said, that's a free event, open to the public, Friday the 6th. And then it extends also to Saturday. So it's a 2-day tournament of volleyball here at Lakeland. They're not sure
Yeah.
about the time, so
I have them
the
in-
website should probably update
Well, I
here
actually
shortly.
have them in the ads. They'll occasionally run for the athletic
Okay.
department here. I don't
Very
remember
cool.
them off the top of my head because I did them beginning of this month.
Right. And then the next time that the Lady Lakers volleyball team will be back on campus playing is Friday the 13th here at Lakeland versus Edison Community College at 6 p.m. So if you guys have any questions about schedules or whatnot, Lakeland Athletics has a fantastic website, and you could definitely visit it. So we're going to turn our sights to soccer, men's and women's. We're going to start with the men's soccer schedule. So coming up, the next time they are home, unfortunately,
It's the 7th.
is the 7th. They've actually had a long break since they're going to have a long break since this past Monday. But they will be returning to Lakeland, playing Mercyhurst Northeast at 12 o'clock noon on Saturday the 7th. And then after that, that's part of a Lakeland Invitational. And then that Invitational does extend to the next day, Sunday the 8th, also at 11 a.m. So not this weekend, but next weekend, there'll be soccer activity, at least for men's. I do believe we'll have to check out the women's page here real quick. But I do believe the women's soccer team is also probably, they'll be out of town. So it's just men's
Till
soccer.
the 18th.
Yeah. The women are actually experiencing a little bit of a road tour right now. So their next game is, actually today versus Mercyhurst Northeast at 4 p.m. So if you're not doing anything today, definitely plan on coming back to campus. Or if you are on campus, make your way out to the north side of campus to the soccer field and take in a nice, good game of soccer between Lady Lakers and Mercyhurst Northeast. It looks like it's going to be shape up to be a great day for soccer. But with that said, after today, ladies Lakers soccer will not be back until Wednesday the 18th. They actually have 4 away games in between, so they'll be back in mid-September. So wrap up. They have a game tonight or this afternoon, and then the men will be next weekend with their invitational here. So that's kind of a glimpse into the next couple weeks the Laker athletics schedule. So,
Yeah. Are you guys doing the coffee with the cops today?
No, we do coffee
No?
with the cops. We typically don't do coffee with. Let me explain to maybe some of the new students and maybe
Yeah.
refresh some of the returning students. But each month, the campus police department has a coffee with the cops segment. It's typically the last Wednesday of each month. So we would normally have a coffee with the cops today, but we try to stay away from the first
week.
Wednesday of the semester, just how the semester opens up, and it's the last Wednesday of the month. We try not to do it then, just because everybody's trying to find their way, get used to their schedules, and hop right into the educational
Too much of the
aspect
new
of things.
shenanigans going on.
Exactly. So we're gonna open that back up on the last Wednesday of September, 12 o'clock noon. Typically, it's in the CLI, which is A2100. But we don't really. Sometimes that's a
You guys
game time
venture off of
decision.
that.
Sometimes we do have to get different places to host it, just because of what's going on in other rooms that have already been reserved prior. So I'll definitely be bringing that up here shortly in the next couple of weeks. But there is one exciting piece of news on campus.
The logo?
The logo. The logo, yes. Actually, the logo is actually being put out there now. If you notice anybody throughout campus who are wearing a crew shirt, the logo of the Lakeland, I'm just going to call it a wave right now. I think it's pretty cool. You can definitely see it on the pins that some of the crew members are wearing. It's a one-color picture on the T-shirts just because it's a T-shirt and a silk screening.
Yeah.
But I've already seen some print material going out with the new logo on it. I think it's pretty cool. As soon as I saw it, I was like, really cool. Now, not directly, but it kind of reminded me of Tulane and the Green Waves logo a little bit. Theirs is
Yeah, I
more of
could
just
see
a
that.
wave in general. It doesn't have a personality to it, where I think ours has an awesome personality. In a sense that it has a life to it, right?
Well,
But
especially if they turn that into the actual mascot,
right,
you know,
right. You could
person
actually
being
put it.
in
You could actually make a costume out of it pretty well, I would think.
That's what they're saying in that e-post I read last
Right.
night.
But the one thing we don't have for it yet is a name. So I know that there is a big naming contest that'll be going on. It started a couple weeks ago, but now the school has started, and we have student involvement. They're really relying on the students to vote on many different types of names that they've collected so far to see which way the name of the new mascot is going to go. And there's definitely been some creative ones that have been put forward. But keep your eyes and ears out for any information regarding the naming of the logo. I'm sure they would love to get 100% participation from the students.
So I forgot. I think they're offering a prize to the winner.
Are they?
for the
Okay.
name.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
I thought. trying to think. 'Cause
It's
I was
exciting.
reading that.
For the longest time, I don't think Lakeland's actually had a. I mean, a lot of times we use the clock tower as our general logo. Regarding athletics, I know at half court in the basketball in the gymnasium, it was always kind of like 3 one-sided linear waves.
Well, like that.
Right, or even on the logo right now, it's just some waves under the word Lakers. But the presence of the mascot, I think, really just brings a school spirit that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to see it get rolled out and put into play.
I'll be interested to see the costume.
Yeah, well, that might be down the road. It might not be an immediate thing, but the costume.
Well,
would
I know
definitely-
it's not going to end up by end of September. Oh,
Sure.
well,
Sure.
here.
But it might not. It might take a year or two maybe to get even a costume. I don't know. You want to dress up in it?
No.
Why not?
Huh? I got my own shenanigans.
All right. Well, maybe I'll make a guest appearance in it. Who knows?
I could see you doing that.
It would be fun.
I
It'd
could
be
see
fun. Total
Patty.
anonymity. Nobody really knows who it is behind.
I could see Patty doing it.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. Most definitely. So anyway, the logo, I think that's really cool. I think it's a really cool logo that the colleges were working on. At least I would definitely have to say at least for a year, maybe a year and a half or so. I know it's kind of been in the works for a while because these
I didn't
things
know
just
much
aren't.
of it.
These types of things just aren't whipped up real quick. It takes a lot of thought, a lot of design, a lot of critique, and can we change this? Can we change that? Trademark issues. Is there a school out there that might have already have something similar? Are we infringing on a copyright? So there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes into it, and it's just getting
makes
ready to be
sense.
released. So
Because
yeah.
after that whole Riverside and Oregon Beaver thing,
Yeah.
years ago,
Did they have an
yeah.
issue with that? Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's 5+ years ago. That
Right.
shenanigan that went down
Gotcha.
and the lawsuit.
Oh, well, yeah. Sometimes sometimes people
Yeah.
don't like to share their logo, so it's understandable though. So that's kind of new on the Lakeland front. I don't know. Do you want to start off with Jeremiah, you're here a lot throughout the college. Is there something you want to let the students know? Or
Well, you got the campus or that cab cookout tomorrow.
there is a cab cookout, and is the cookout right here on the south side of S building outside?
Actually, the Hive
Oh, it's
patio.
at the Hive patio at the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so very cool.
11 to 1 tomorrow and 4 to 6, I thought.
Okay. Is that something you can pull
Yeah.
up real quick, or not necessarily?
Yeah.
So if nobody's familiar with the Hive area, which is ground floor of H building, our new building in the northwest part of campus there, the ground floor level is called Hive. Is a patio section. So this is where CAB will be having that cookout from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And yes, Jeremiah, you're correct, 4 to 6 p.m. So 2 different times tomorrow. Hive patio outside H building, free hot dogs, black bean burgers, prizes, and more. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you more, but it is 11 to 1 tomorrow, 4 to 6 p.m. Definitely head over there. Like I said, you get some hot dogs or a black bean burger, to get giveaways, to get you over in the H building. If you're not familiar with Hive, it is really cool. Jeremiah has actually spent a long time in Hive this past summer gearing up for this semester
Yeah.
for the radio station and creating really awesome giveaways. We might actually do a giveaway on this show today. Stay tuned, but you can definitely let your creative juices flow at Hive. I did a couple projects there over the summer, and it doesn't have to be for school. It could be for anything that you might want to create, whether it's something for home, away, what have you. It doesn't have to be for school. There might be small fee associated with what you're trying to accomplish, and that's trying to just cover
Or if
materials.
you have it at home or buying it.
Right. You can also
Yeah,
bring
too.
materials in to create whatever it is you're looking to create.
That's
But
what
the cool
I did
thing
a
is,
good chunk of.
it's open to the public, and I think we kind of want to get that out there as much as possible. Is a lot of people think that just because it's at Lakeland, you have to be a Lakeland student, maybe, or even an
Or
employee to use it.
Well, even some people I started talking to thinking, well, you have to be a Lake County resident.
No,
blah,
it's
blah,
completely
blah.
100% open to the public. It is. It
Yeah.
is really cool. The first time I went down there with the project I was working on, I was, just sucked right in. time flew like it didn't exist. I was excited. I was engaged. I'm looking at other people creating other things on different machines, whether it be a wood laser etcher, 3D printer, vinyl sticker maker, window clings, T-shirt or press-on type of things on
Even have
material,
machines.
sewing machines, hand tools, you name it. Go check it out. I know Owen and Alex are down there. So if you're listening and you want to go check out Hive, I suggest you go down to the ground floor H building, go visit or ask for Alex or Owen. They'll definitely show you around, show you what's possible, and don't feel like you're in it by yourself. They definitely lend a great helping hand, but they also want to teach you how to use it. So next time maybe you come down, you already know what to do. You can kind of hop in on your own and get going on a project. But check
or
out
like
Hive.
even me after here and there,
So, I
been
mean-
saving templates and stuff.
Right. So what I'm going to do is Jeremiah is actually opening up his grab bag of free giveaways that they're going to give away throughout the rest of the semester. So keychains that they use the laser etcher for, mason jar drinking cups or glasses.
Mason jars.
Drinking
Even.
jars, glass, that have been also laser etched. Jeremiah put his carpentry skills to use and created these awesome, what would you call them, bottle opener?
Yeah.
Bottle opener contraptions that you would affix to a wall and, open a bottle with, and it
And the
even
nice
has a
thing
catch
is-
on the bottom to catch your cap.
It's even heavy enough that if you leave it on a bar table outside,
It's not going to knock over.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So,
Made sure of that.
all of these were, for the most part, created and put together at Hive. Maybe some other
It's more the
legwork was
engraving.
engraving. Okay.
Only.
He
Most
also
of that.
did
Yeah.
like a memory box. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. And a couple of other really, really cool giveaways.
Oh, it's coasters.
Oh, and also the Lakeland Lake Effect radio coasters. So,
Yeah, the station logo, the clock tower mix
Right.
back and forth.
So why don't you, Jeremiah, why don't you reach in there and grab something that we can give away, and maybe during our break we can figure out maybe a piece of trivia, Lakeland trivia, or where on campus is this, or where on campus can I find this type of question? The first student to get it right, whether they call in, chat in, or stop up to the booth here, we can give it away to them.
What do you think of the guitars?
The keychains?
Yeah,
All right,
go
we
there.
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go with the guitar keychain, which is also a bottle opener as well. So it's multi-purpose. It's keychain and a bottle opener.
Not only you get to pick your own color.
Oh,
It's
okay.
6 or 7 colors.
Yeah, there's a couple of
Mix,
different colors
yeah.
in there. So what we'll do is we'll give away a keychain today, and we'll do it after the break, because during the break we're gonna have to think of something to, some type of question or answer that we're gonna have the student do. So
Fair enough.
all right, so Jeremiah, we've kind of briefly touched on the Lakeland athletics right now. They're getting ready to get in full swing, or they already are in swing, actually. But is there anything you want to talk about college sports-wise?
Well, that's about to kick off this weekend.
This weekend, yeah, it starts it off. I mean, or do you have any predictions? Do you have any...
Well, you got the Fickle and Harbaugh going at it back and forth at one another about the transfer thing. You got a lot of different here and there people not getting starting jobs and transferring out from colleges.
Right. So they're just
Depends
getting
where
settled
you want to
into...
go.
Yeah. I know Ohio State's opponent this weekend is already starting to talk a little trash. I don't
know.
necessarily know if that's smart or not, especially against Ohio State. I am, as most listeners will come to find out, I am not an Ohio State fan. I am a Michigan fan. So,
Yeah, it did work out well for you guys.
yeah, I know. There's always this year. So,
Well, no, the talking trash thing before.
when?
Prior to the game last
Oh,
year.
last year. I thought you meant like this coming year. Yeah, that's what happens when players run their mouths. And it's like, man, that's not the game to run a mouth with.
I did like my response to your post on Facebook.
I don't even remember. That was last year.
Talking's one thing, playing's another.
And that's true. That's true. While I love the fire that a player has and the intensities. There's some things you cannot guarantee, and you cannot guarantee a victory. You cannot guarantee level of play, quality of play,
especially after that halftime or the bowl game.
Yeah. Well, they also had a lot of guys sit out the bowl game too. So, and it is what it is. It's not an excuse, but at the same time, if you're not going to be there for your team, why are you playing?
Yeah, true.
So, all right. So you got any predictions for college championship right now?
I got to think who's up there and make sure I know who's up there because I haven't been paying attention to the preseason rankings.
Well, typically rankings
Precisely.
don't mean anything, especially in the preseason. They probably won't mean anything at least for the next, probably starting the third week. I know at least Michigan starts Big Ten play with Wisconsin in week 3, and Army I think is week 2. I can't remember which smaller school they're playing this weekend. So
I'm hoping Bama gets knocked out of the
right now, their
football.
AP Top 25 is showing Clemson at 1, Alabama at 2, Georgia 3, Oklahoma 4, and Ohio State at 5, which I don't think Ohio State's going to be able to hold on to top 5. I don't, just because of their schedule. Their schedule, if you look at their schedule this year, it is, outside of the Big Ten, they're really, there's not much substance to their schedule, I'll just say. LSU 6, Michigan 7, Florida 8, Notre Dame 9, and Texas rounding out the top 10. I know Florida actually beat up on Florida State, I do believe, last night. They already kicked off their season.
But Florida State sort of went downhill after Winston.
Florida State has not, Florida State has not been producing as well as they have in the past, and Florida Gators are elevating their program, and a couple other programs within Florida are doing the same thing. It's actually must be nice to have the weather to be able to play football all year round. So
true.
A lot of those SEC schools have definitely a big advantage, in terms of conditioning, training, practicing all year round. So, but
if I would pick maybe the top 4 by the end of the year, I would probably go Georgia, Ohio State.
You think Ohio State would be 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
LSU, because they were an underdog last year, big time.
Yeah.
And that. Then, the third one or fourth, I'm not sure. It's sort of the tie between Texas and Florida.
I don't think that, like I said, the top 5 right there: Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State. I don't think 3 of those 5 will be in the top 5 by the end of the season.
Okay.
I think Bama will be, and I think Clemson will be. And I know we're going to have to save this radio show today. Remember this date. We'll write it down, what have you, but we're going to be referencing this. But I don't see it. I think Notre Dame will actually have a better showing this year. And let's face it, Notre Dame had a great year last year.
Yeah.
The problem is they're an independent school, and they don't get much love from the AP or some of the other rankings.
It's true.
For having their independent school, non-conference, if you will. So it'll be interesting. It'll be good. It's football season. It's college football season. It's a great time of year. It's a great time of year. Unfortunately, baseball gets overshadowed pretty much until the playoffs or even the World Series. So
yeah.
But it's football season. I don't know if we have too many hockey fans out there, but hockey's getting ready to gear up. But at the same time, there's a lot going on, and we can definitely have our fill of weekend sports this year.
Not only
college on Saturday
up too.
Right.
Yeah, it's
so you got Monday football, Thursday football, Saturday football, Sunday football. So get ready for a lot of football, everybody. So, well, with that said, we're going to take our first break, and we'll be back in a few.
I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't
I guess for now you've got the last laugh.
I'm sorry if I seem uninterested or I'm not listening or I'm indifferent. Truly, I ain't got no business here, but since my friends are here, I just came to kick it. But really, I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with people who don't even care about my well-being. I don't dance, don't ask, I don't need a boyfriend, so you can't go back. Please enjoy your party, I'll be here somewhere in the corner under clouds of marijuana with this boy who's hollering I can hardly hear over this music I don't listen to, and I don't wanna get with you, so tell my friends that I'll be over here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here. Oh, here. And I can't wait till we can break about it here. Me, if I seem a little unimpressed with this, an antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with this, and I know you mean only the best, and your intentions aren't to bother me, but honestly I'd rather be somewhere with my people. We can kick it and just listen to some music with the message like we usually do, and we'll discuss our big dreams, how we plan to take over the planet. So pardon my manners, I hope you'll understand that I'll be here, not there in the kitchen with the girl who's always gossiping about her friends. Oh, tell them I'll be here right next to the boy who's throwing up cause he can't take what's in his cup no more. Oh God, why am I here? Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here. Oh, here. And I can't wait till we can break about the here. Later, congregating next to the refrigerator. Some girls talking about a hater, she ain't got none. How did it ever come to this? I should've never come to this. So holla at me, I'll be in the car when you're done. I'm standoffish, don't want what you're offering, and I'm done talking awfully. Sad it had to be that way. So tell my people when they're ready that I'm ready, and I'm standing by the TV with my beanie low. Yo, I'll be over here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here. Oh, here. And I can't wait till we can break about the here.
You're listening to the magnificent, fantastic Lake Effect Radios from Lakeland Community College in Cutland, Ohio. Keep on rocking around the clock tower, y'all.
Are you dreaming of something greater? A college degree, better job skills, a rewarding career? The Ohio Army National Guard can help you get the education you need to land the career you've always wanted. The Ohio National Guard Scholarship Program could pay 100% of your college tuition at Lakeland Community College. You're eligible for the scholarship as soon as you enlist, and you can attend school while serving right here in Northeast Ohio. Learn more about these great benefits by calling Staff Sergeant Danielle Davis at 440-225-3720 today. Call 440-225-3720 and go Guard.
Jonathan is a student who depends on his Cardinal Visa credit card.
This is my Visa card. I got it from Cardinal Credit Union with Hustis' help.
Cardinal loan manager Justice Adamavicius.
There's no annual cost, there's no maintenance fees, there's no balance transfer fee.
I went to other banks and they didn't look at me the way he did and give me a chance. He asked me what I'm doing in life, what I'm going to school for.
We are helping people, not judging them.
Cardinal Credit Union. Everything to brighten your financial future. Just call Cardinal at 440-266-2200. Stop in a branch or apply online at cardinalcu.com. Cardinal President Christine Blake.
Listening to your story, saving you money, anyone can join. Cardinal. People helping people.
Cardinal is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Lake Cuyahoga, Geauga, Ashtabula, Portage, Summit, Mahoning, Trumbull, or Columbiana counties. This institution is not federally insured. Deposits are insured by American Share Insurance up to $250,000 per account. Loans subject to credit approval.
Please come out and support Lakeland's volleyball team during the Shannon Lee McBride Memorial Tournament on Friday, September 6th at 2 p.m. and on Saturday, September 7th at 10 a.m. For more information about Lakeland Athletics, please visit athletic.lakelandcc.edu and go Lakers. The Math Per Minutes in the Learning Center. Students receive walk-in help with math. Students work at their own pace on assignments, and tutors circulate to answer questions. The table is staffed by professionals as well as higher math students who have been recommended by faculty and have training with professional tutors. Their hours are Monday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Tuesday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Wednesdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Friday 8 a.m. to noon, and closed Saturday, Sunday.
It's the Scott and Steve Show on Lakeland's Lake Effect Radio. Scott and Steve. Scott and Steve. Are you sure?
I'm most definitely sure. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back from our break. Welcome to the Scott and Steve Show every Wednesday, 9 a.m. You'll find us here on the Lakeland Lake Effect radio station. So before we left, we were talking about a little bit of a giveaway, a little primer for a couple of the different products that you'll be seeing. But before we took our break, we were talking about where Jeremiah was able to create these giveaways. So if you know the answer and where you can create, where these giveaways were created, either stop on up to the radio booth, you can knock on the window, or you can come right through the back hallway and see us with the correct answer. You can call in, you can chat in. Somehow, some way, we will leave it here and you can pick it up, but it's for a keychain. If you come in person, you'll be able to pick out which color you want, but it's a Lakeland Lake Effect guitar keychain that is also a bottle opener. So where is the area that Jeremiah created most of his giveaways at on campus? The location is on campus. You don't necessarily have to give the building, but you have to know the area and what we call it. So you'll have the next basically 12 minutes. We're only on for 12 more minutes till the 10 o'clock hour, so pop on up if you know. With that being said, maybe we'll hop into NFL a little bit. Obviously, there's no game this Sunday, but I do believe it starts up next Sunday.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking, buddy?
As in what?
As in, well, let's start with the hometown. We'll talk about the Browns, and if we're able to get anywhere else, we can. But I know Cleveland is excited, right?
It's true.
They put together a very, very good team. Very good team. In fact, they're talking already playoffs. At least playoffs, maybe more. You never know.
I know it's many people, Super Bowl, Super Baker.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there just yet. I mean, it's good to have hope and vision, right? But baby steps, one thing at a time. But where do you see the Browns at this year? Let's start with a record. Where do you potentially see them with a record?
9-7 at least.
9-7. Okay, I am actually the other way around. I think they're going to be 7-9, maybe 8-8, but I'm going to stick with 7-9.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them just under 500. I don't want to be a naysayer. I think the team that they have put together looks very good individually, and then when you put them together, you get a lot of hopes and aspirations for how the team's going to do. You can't go by preseason play. You really can't. I know a lot of people were getting that hype going. They won 2. They dropped their last one, I know, to Tampa Bay. But you can't go by preseason. And a good reminder of that is the year that they went winless. They actually won all 4 of their preseason games. So don't take preseason into account. But I think they're going to have some struggles. I really do.
Well, they're sort of still struggle is
right off the
between...
bat. Right off the bat, Hunt is still suspended. So you have a key component of your running game suspended for 8 games, half the year. They just had a wide receiver, I think he is, suspended for the first 4.
Oh, Callaway.
Yeah.
But he
Antonio
was looking
Callaway.
like, being the 4th dude.
It's
so.
it's still a slot, though. It's not an option that they can bring right off the bat, and mix things up, because right off the bat they're going to be double teaming Odell Beckham Jr. and who's the other one? Landry, Jarvis Landry. That the opposing team's defense is going to key in on those 2 wide receivers.
But Higgins he's showing the sparks of he could be really great,
right,
or very competitively good.
Okay. But a lot's going to fall on him as the third, because they're already going to be targeting Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. So another thing is they have to stay healthy. Injuries, especially with key players, is always usually one thing that trips up, teams. Especially in a leadership position. It could, if Baker Mayfield, if Odell Beckham Jr., if Landry, or any other person, gets taken out of injury, that can. Hi. Did you?
Yes.
Haley. I'm sorry. Did you have the answer? Come on, come around back.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have a contestant here for the keychain who might know the answer to the location of where Jeremiah made all of his giveaways. So she's working her way back into the studio here. And we have Haley. How are you today, Haley?
Good. How are you today,
all right. I'm doing well. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Is this your first year here?
No, this is my 3rd semester here. Okay. And as of this moment, I am waiting for my class to start at 2.
At 2? Wow, you got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, if I'm up, I can't be just kind of laying around the house. I'm like, why not go up to Lakeland and see who's up?
There you go. What are you studying?
I'm studying to get my Associates of Arts. Nothing really too exciting.
Okay. So just a general, you're kind of seeing where that's going to go?
Yeah, because I was going to be a art therapist, but
Interesting.
My family and I kind of fell upon hard times a little
Sure.
bit. So I'm like, let's go with an easier route, get my Associates of Arts, and then we could build up and maybe
Cool.
go back.
You got a game plan, though?
Yes, I do.
Good. All right. So, with that said, where did Jeremiah create his giveaways on campus?
I know it's not the Hive because the Hive is a very new place.
All right. Where do you think it is?
You tell us.
I tell you.
Exactly.
Woohoo.
You want to think about that for a minute. He's even giving you a drum roll. She can't hear it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's just got the earmuffs on.
I can hear it.
Oh, okay.
I can hear it.
7 seconds.
Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. It was probably created within your own home.
Aw.
Well, sort of that's true at one point in time, too.
Yeah. I mean,
Just not
he
the
did do some
on-campus,
creations.
too.
I mean, we'll definitely give it to you because he did create a lot of it as his home, but also at the same time, it was at Hive.
It was.
It was. Have you been down there?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah? So
Well, she was at their table down there yesterday.
Yeah, I was making.
Oh,
tons of
okay.
I was making tons of little keychains for my friends. And
Oh, right on. So you know you've
Yeah,
been
I
down
know.
there. You
Yeah,
know
I've been down
all
there.
the different things that you can create down there.
Yes.
It's kind of an exciting place.
It is.
So, but we're trying to just bring awareness and spread the word and get people down there, whether
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
students or the
yeah.
public, to create things and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So,
Go down to the Hive.
but you were right.
I was
were,
right.
You were.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you were right about the second part.
Hive
too.
has been open for a year now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, they're in full swing.
Because when I was coming here early, like way earlier, like not even last year, but the year before, I was here for dance and doing dancing and stuff, and I didn't really see anything. And that part of the entire building was not even created. It was
Right.
just forest.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And now we have a building there.
Right.
Ta-da! Yeah, so I actually implore you guys to go down there and actually take a look and say hi to all the people that you might be able to meet.
Right. Definitely definitely a cool space they put together.
Yes, it absolutely is.
So there's the grab bag keychains. You can definitely pick out any color you want. Has the Lake Effect Radio logo on one side, and also dual purpose bottle opener as well in the head of the not the head of the guitar, but the body of the guitar.
Yeah. Well, not only you got the necklace version.
Yay!
Did a small.
Oh, there's two different versions, a necklace and a keychain, huh?
Did a small few. Got some chains that pack
Oh,
at
right
hands,
on.
and you know.
Jeremiah has a very creative bone.
Yes, he does.
So,
Well, you got people that are inside the box to outside the box. I went even
there
farther
is no
outside
box.
the box.
There is no box.
Yes. Well,
In
I
a
think-
way.
Yeah.
So if you look over your left shoulder there, you'll see the bottle opener and top catches that he
Yep,
made.
right there.
So,
yeah.
But
also it looks like a really cool red thing, even if it
Yeah.
doesn't, even if it isn't like a little bottle opener. So yeah, everyone, I actually do implore you to go down and say hi to the crew down in the Hive.
Perfect.
Because you know what, you might get yourself a Hive of 5.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice pun.
What's that?
Nice pun.
High five? Yeah.
Hive 5.
Hive
yes.
5. That's the new
Yes.
moniker for this year. Go get a Hive.
Yes.
Well, they do a lot of puns down there too.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very
All right.
punny.
Well, thank you for participating.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned. I don't know if any of the other shows are going to do giveaway things, but I know the radio station is planning on participating in all the different kind of student informational events, whether it's Connect Fest, the Student Involvement Fair, a lot of the different sports programming that they provide for. So,
Here and
definitely
there,
stay
we're going to
tuned.
be taking journeys around the campus doing
Right?
things.
And definitely go check out
Yeah.
the cookout tomorrow at Hive.
Absolutely.
11 to 2.
1.
11 to 1, 4 to 6. Free food.
Yes.
Free
Yeah,
entertainment.
I'll be
They're
able
gonna.
to do the 4 to 6 one because 11 to 1 I won't be
Right.
able because I'll be in class at that
Are you going to have a
Musician
entertainer
out
there
there,
at 4 to
too.
6?
Woohoo!
4
Not 4 to 6.
Okay, just
but-
from an 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
JJ Phillips, that was on America Got Talent.
America's Got. Oh, JJ.
Yeah.
Big tall dude with wild hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, he's a local. He made it on America's Got Talent. I don't know if he got passed through or not, but he definitely is a national
He
act.
got up there.
I'm actually gonna.
I think in the top 15.
I'm gonna have to go check him out. He was pretty, from the footage that I have seen of him on YouTube. He's a wild character. He's a lot of fun. It seems like brings a lot of energy to his show. So you're definitely gonna see me down there from 11 to 1, or at least some portion of
Sometime.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me on your show.
No
for a
problem.
moment.
No problem.
You guys have a good day.
No problem.
And
You
for
too.
those who are actually just coming into Lakeland for the first time, because some people have classes just on Wednesdays, welcome to Lakeland.
Thank you. Thank you for the plug.
You're welcome.
Take it easy, Haley. Thanks for stopping in.
All right.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
nice.
Very cool. All right. So she was right though. She was right.
She even expanded upon that.
Right. So good
Gotta
for her.
give props
Good for
there.
her. So, well, we only got a couple more minutes, so we'll probably just start beginning to wrap it up. Like we said at the beginning of the show, we're on 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Wednesdays each week. It is a sports geared show, but sometimes we'll definitely cover current events of the college, any events coming up. There's for the student involvement fair, we actually go live downstairs in the atrium area where Scott and I will be mingling with students and different clubs. And
Not
kinda-
including some random giveaways and things that'll be
Yeah.
happening there,
Yeah.
probably in a very bigger grand stage.
Really? Okay, so there's some good foreshadowing. So
Go ahead and live up to the
2019
up
is
there hype.
2019 looks like it's going to be a good year, and we wish you all the best of luck. We definitely appreciate people stopping in and getting involved with the radio show, because after all, it is about you, the students. Without the students, we would not be here. So
That's true. Especially, you got Noon today. Who'll be a local rapper from the Cleveland area.
Okay,
Spazzo.
where's he
he'll be
performing?
He's going to be over here.
In the studio, or okay.
Not including Brian Allen Hager. He'll be in at 6 today, too.
Brah.
So,
is
yeah.
that what he goes by? Is that
Brian.
Brian? Okay.
Had to think there for a second. Because he includes his last name.
Right.
Personally, he doesn't include his last name. I had to think of his musician page for a second.
Gotcha. So
Besides him being he sort of uses his solo act to help promote the
Right.
band that's the Tie Downs.
yeah, cool. So we got a couple things happening today on the radio station. So we got Spazzo coming in at noon, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so he'll be performing up here in the studio itself, and so will Brian, also in the studio as well.
6, yeah.
At 6 p.m. So you guys have a little bit of an exciting day today, just in entertainment, live entertainment. So
then it'll be something special coming in October.
right, very cool.
October 4th.
We'll keep it a surprise for now.
Yeah.
I think I already know what it is, though.
Especially Saturday, since I had to come up here.
Yeah.
For that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, everybody. You have a great day. Study hard and go Lakers.